Alright, here we have another Bato City run. I know in my other video I basically went through the entire matches and went through analysis on as a play-by-play. This time I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to basically front load all my thoughts and then let the raw gameplay happen in the tail end of it. Honestly, just had a hard time going back to these matches and uploading this run. Spoiler alert, I lost. I went 0-2 again. These were very quick losses. And it was really dissatisfying at the time because the way I lost, I felt like I hardly got to play, and you know, it was unfortunate because I was actually working on different things in my gameplay since the last tournament, and I was getting some improvements. I reached the Fujin rank, which is nice in that time, but the gameplay the game plan that I had in these matches just wasn't quite what I needed to pull out the victory. So yeah, disappointing, but we got some things to learn here. So my first match was versus this king player, and again, in my last tournament I didn't have much of a game plan for my opponents, but this time I did have a game plan, but it was heavily countered. So a lot of times a habit of mine would be to establish a one jab to kind of get on timing and trying to read what my opponent's doing, but what this king player was doing a lot of crouching, full crouch right in my face and making my jabs with, and I guess that launching move that king has, I don't know the inputs for it, would beat that every time. And my other game plan, or other part of my game plan, was to use a lot of my full crouch down forward 4 to catch him. If he was trying to do throws, I'd be able to catch him and go under any threatening highs and get my own counter hits. But again, that move was way too slow, and he was able, or she was able to, sorry, I think this player was a girl. I think she was able to use that same button to counter both of my options that I heavily relied on in my offense. So that in itself is not too bad, but I think the worst part about it and why I didn't ultimately went the way it went was because I was not able to adapt my game plan correctly. In the matches, I thought it was a matter of timing, so as the rounds went on, I was trying to adjust my timings so I could catch her, but what it really was my attack selection choices. I probably would have been better off sticking with some down forward 4s or some quick mids instead of relying on that jab that just ended up costing me so much. But yeah, when I got counter hit, it damaged me a lot for my wrong guesses. So again, I needed to adapt. I didn't quite adapt the way I needed to. So I guess for that matchup, or I guess in that situation, I just need to learn to be a little bit more patient, be aware of what moves I'm throwing out, and not getting countered so heavily for it. My next match was against a June player, and I'm gonna be honest, I got knowledge checked. She was throwing about a bunch of strings. I had no idea what was going on. You could see in the match I'm trying to interrupt her strings and it's not working. I'm trying to get a punish on a string, realizing that the string's not over yet, and just getting hit all over the place. It was very hard to adjust to. I mean, when you're in the tournament and you're trying to see, okay, maybe this is a high, can I duck under it, and you know, is there a place I could pause? And there was just no end to it in that match. And you will see that there's a few key situations where had I had the right punish, it would have went completely differently. There were some very clutch moments that I really needed to get the right punish or get that right move, and my response was just, well, I'll just say it was not it. And yeah, I got beat up pretty badly for it. So yeah. Overall, I actually did feel more confident piloting my character in this tournament setting. I wasn't too nervous, despite the loss. I wasn't too nervous. You know, it is demotivating when you take losses and you don't know what to do, but you know, the opposite is true. I think just getting blown up so easily, I could see very clearly where I need to improve, and I'm actually pretty excited to level up in those areas. So yeah, I have another few videos in the oven, but honestly, I just want to keep playing. Evo is coming up. I will be there. Hopefully I will get at least one win. But yeah, no wins in this one, so better luck next time. Anyway, if you stick around for the matches, I'd like to hear what you think. But otherwise, I'm going to get off, and I'll talk to you in the next one.
Round 1. Fight. Fight. Round one. Fight.
のことをして